If you just incorporated your nonprofit at the state level, or if you incorporated it a year ago, I need you to listen up because here's what most founders don't realize or what they miss. The IRS does not automatically treat you as tax exempt. I know that we incorporate our nonprofits at the state, and then oftentimes, hopefully, we go ahead and get that EIN, and then we just kind of sit on it and we wait to see, well, when is the right time for me to apply now for tax exemption under 501c3 of the Internal Revenue Code. And again, I want to state the IRS does not automatically treat you as tax exempt. You're going to need to file taxes. Let's talk about it. So, according to the IRS instructions for Form 1120, who must file? Unless exempt under Section 501, all domestic corporations, including corporations in bankruptcy, must file an income tax return whether or not they have taxable income. Now, again, you are a corporation. The nonprofit is a corporation. It is a domestic nonprofit corporation. And yes, every domestic corporation must file a federal income tax return, Form 1120, unless it is specifically exempt under Section 501. Form 1120 is the return for a C corporation and is generally due by the 15th day of the fourth month after the end of your corporation's tax year. So, what is a C corporation? A C corporation is the default federal tax classification for a corporation. It's a separate legal entity that pays its own taxes at the corporate level under Subchapter C of the Internal Revenue Code. And here is your Form 1120. This is the form that you will use to report that income, or if none exist, you won't report any. This will be zero all the way down. So here's the correct sequence for starting a nonprofit. Step one, incorporate your nonprofit in your state. Step two, once your incorporation is approved, immediately apply for an employer identification number. I mean, this is required to open a bank account if at such time you're ready to hire employees. And even more importantly, to submit your 501c3 application, you'll need your employer identification number. And step three, you'll then want to apply for 501c3 tax exempt status with the IRS as soon as possible. So until you have submitted your Form 1023 application to obtain 501c3 tax exempt status, your nonprofit is treated as a taxable C corporation by default. Again, that means you may need to file Form 1120 even if you have no income. And that form is due by the fourth month after your tax year ends. So the 15th day of the fourth month after your tax year ends is when you should be filing that Form 1120. And that's exactly what you want to avoid. So follow these steps carefully to stay compliant and get your nonprofit on track for tax exempt status, and get your Form 1023 application submitted so that you will be officially approved as a 501c3 tax exempt organization. If you have questions or if you would like for me to complete the application for you, just click that link below.